Like every time a choreographer does a song, he films the song becomes a super hit. But when the song is celebrated, the choreographer is not celebrated. So I think it's high time that you start celebrating the choreographers like the way you celebrate the actors, like the way you celebrate the singer.
You're saying most of the choreographers are not
Voicing their opinion.
invited at song launches and...
Oh, most of them are not. Most of them, they're forgotten. After the song is done, they're forgotten. Their journey is over.
Is Shah Rukh Khan more a night person or he like to shoot early in the morning?
Yeah, he's a person who just works. So whether it is night or morning, he wouldn't come like, oh, मुझे आज dance करना है, ऐसा नहीं होता. He would come with the energy of, चलो let's learn this step, let's see. And he would never tell you to change the step. You know, my team came up with certain steps. They came up with the main hook step, which is this. And then we had a couple of moves. Then there was another move that was this. And when we showcased it to Vicky, and Vicky was like, ये मैं कैसे करूँगा? So, you know, that kind of a vibe,
yeah.
And you create that. It just fell into place, and I remember Kareena said, I don't want to dance with the Kala Chashma. Like she wanted कि काला चश्मा बोल रहे तो फिर काला चश्मा क्यों पहने? Zoya had something to tell me, and she was like, you know, one of the actors is going too loud, and you know, it's not looking like a part of my film. And there was a certain move that we did, you know, so that it became easy, and then tongue. So we caught all those nuances. During Jumeja Pathan, we planned for the songs to be shot in 4 days, and then one day it rained.
Aamir Khan is known as this perfectionist Khan. Does he tell you कि अब इसके बाद कोई changes मत करना?
नहीं ऐसा नहीं करते. But obviously जब आप थोड़ा challenge करते हो, an actor का ego भी hurt करते हो, तो he accepts that. For a partner, there was a song called Maria, where we took 27 takes.
How challenging was it for you to work on the song Mauja, because Shahid and Kareena had a breakup. They were seeing each other for a long time, and this was a promotional song.
So that was their personal life. Maybe Bang Bang must be celebrating Michael Jackson. That's one of the things that we remember. Kashmina, it was a story about two lovers, how they meet, how they celebrate their journey, how they spend those private moments with each other.
Bosco Martis, welcome to CNN News 18.
Thank you.
Bosco, you are one of the finest director of choreography we have today in Bollywood. Today, having a great hook step, not just give a song wings, but also create the strong buzz for the film. The world is in love with the hook step of Tauba Tauba. How easy was it for you to come up with this dance moves for this Karan Aujla song?
So firstly, let me introduce this concept that it's taken us 25 years to do this. So it's just not happened एक ही रात में ऐसा उठ के हम लोगों ने तौबा तौबा कर लिया, ऐसा नहीं हुआ. It's just a lot of experience, a lot of hard work, a lot of blood and sweat, and a lot of teamwork that puts everybody together and makes this possible. So that's very important, to have a great team which collaborates with you and creates something that you vision, and they bring that to life. So to celebrate a choreographer is to celebrate the team, celebrate what they do. Also, what is very important is when you get a song, what's the feel? How do you want to make it look different? On the actor, once it starts, how do you see an actor do it? It's very important. Sometimes when जब आप डांस करते हो, आप अपने moves जब उनको देते हो, तो कभी-कभी वो आप पे अच्छा दिखता है, but उन पे maybe थोड़ा odd लगता है.
You have to be specific कि ये विकी कौशल पे अच्छा लगेगा, ये शाहरुख खान पे अच्छा लगेगा.
Absolutely वो होना पड़ेगा. और कभी-कभी वो बहुत अच्छा लगता है, और कभी-कभी उसको correct करना पड़ता है. Style तो थोड़ी मेहनत उसमें लगती है, but you can't be adamant कि ऐसा ही होगा. Because sometimes you think that it's looking good on you, but on them maybe it is. So that is a little tricky situation, but I think even the actor knows कि कहाँ पर he's not looking correct, or you have to guide him and help him get through.
So then कितने options, how many options you tried before arriving on?
काफ़ी सारे options हम लोगों ने try किए. You know, my team came up with certain steps. They came up with the main hook step, which is this. And then we had a couple of moves. Then there was another move that was this. And when we showcased it to Vicky, and Vicky was like, ये मैं कैसे करूँगा? And then the beauty was that keep it easy, even if you just hop just hop. And then he kind of got the vibe. Then this was a twist, and then he said, "Sir, मैं अपना style लगाता हूँ." So he created that, whatever he felt, that it came to him naturally. And then I think the next move was Tauba Tauba, the easy move where everybody could, and we kind of created that vibe so that everybody could do that, right? It was easy. And a lot of in between the music dance pieces, some were created by my team in between, and then I felt that it's a nice dance piece, let's put that. And to see us, to see just this move, if you see just this move, you need to be at the right angle, you need to have the right light source, you need to see the actor, you need to have the right celebration of the step where the actor owns that. So a lot of those things are into play. So when you're deciding, and it's also impromptu, it's that energy at that point, what you want to shoot. Some people can shoot it from a different angle and you like it in a different angle. It's all that showcases. Like if you could give me a step now, I'll use it. और वो कभी-कभी ऐसा super hit हो जाएगा. So it's not about.
कैसा हुआ है? When was the last time this happened कि एक step जो आपने use नहीं किया but later it turned out to
I
be
think बहुत means काफी time ऐसा होता है, but I think वो instinct एक होता है of you challenge yourself. आप कभी try करते हो कि यार ये, and you have to feel it when you're dancing or when you're looking at someone dancing it, you have to feel that. So it's important to feel that energy of the move, energy of when you're doing it sometimes, and you'll feel the move and you'll feel the beat. So that is something that happens naturally.
So then there are songs of Michael Jackson like Smooth Criminal or Remember the Time. It was like watching a story.
Yeah.
How do you master this art of telling a story through choreography? Which are some of the songs you think that also feature a story in them?
There are quite a few songs when you're telling there was a song called Pashmina that we told the story. There was a song like Jhume Jo Pathan also had. Sometimes it's festive, like how you celebrate. Sometimes you celebrate an actor, sometimes you celebrate the song, sometimes you celebrate the. There has to be something that puts things together.
Can you describe what story was there in Pashmina?
In Pashmina, it was a story about two lovers, how they meet, how they celebrate their journey, how they spend those private moments with each other, how they kind of live that journey, and how they kind of feed into each other's energy. And like Senorita also has a story about three guys who come and take over a party. So if you see Senorita, which we won the national award for, it was a story about three guys who barge into a party where it's a Spanish performance that is happening. There's a flamenco dancer who's doing a thing, and they come and barge into this party. They take over the party and they make their party their own, and they all celebrate their moves, and everybody who was doing the flamenco now becomes a part of the whole the boys that take over and make their party their own. So everybody's celebrating. It's a festive atmosphere, showcasing, just rejoicing life and friendship.
I was recently watching the title track of Bhool Bhulaiya 3 on YouTube, and I was trying to figure out who actually has choreographed the dance steps, and there was no name of the dance director in the description section of that song. If you go on YouTube, there's a lot of songs. There's Kajrare, there's no mention of
There's no mention of the choreographer.
If you go to Rocky Rani Ki Prem Kahani on the Wikipedia,
there is no
on the right hand
of the
side, there's no mention. Do you think choreographers in Bollywood are not given their due credit?
But now they have started. It's one baby step to that. Like every time a choreographer does a song, he films the song becomes a super hit. But when the song is celebrated, the choreographer is not celebrated. But the singer is celebrated, the lyricist is celebrated, the music director is celebrated. But the whole nation who's dancing to the moves that are given by the choreographer is not celebrated. So I think it's high time that you start celebrating the choreographers like the way you celebrate the actors, like the way you celebrate the singer, like the way you celebrate the lyricist and the music director. It's very important for a choreographer to get his dues, because He puts hard, dancing is just not, it's a sport. It's just not about you are challenging your body to do some things that, it looks graceful. It's a whole machinery that, and it's an art. So a choreographer is also an artist. It's important for you to give him that respect so he feels great.
And
motivated to give you the best the next time. So at every platform, I think, right from like there are certain like YouTube does not have our name for Senorita, and we won a national award for it. So it does not. Kala Chashma does not have our name, and it's celebrated by the entire world. Not only India, it's celebrated by the world. It does not have our name. Kajrare, like you were saying, it does not have Vaibhavi Merchant's name. Badtamiz Dil, it does not have Remo's name. So why is that happening? There has to be a mandate. There has to be. I think even YouTube should take this on, that give us they see, right? Who's the choreographer? Let us put their name. Let us put, maybe is it too late? But can amendments be made? I don't know. But even on a radio channel, everybody's name is taken except the choreographer. They do not take that. I think it's high time the choreographers need to fight this battle.
Especially when RRR brought.
Absolutely, and RRR. When Danny Boyle could take a name on a platform like Oscar, I think this is a no-brainer.
Then you're saying most of the choreographers are not
voicing their opinion.
Invited at song launches and.
Oh, most of them are not. Most of them, they're forgotten after the song is done. They're forgotten. Their journey is over, and the heaps of there's so much that goes into the marketing. There's so much, and then the choreographer who creates that he's vanished in thin air.
Are you saying when Tauba Tauba was being promoted, you were not nowhere?
We were not there on the day the song was showcased. But again, I have to give grace to Vicky Kaushal, who was so graceful, and at one of the award functions, he mentioned my name. He celebrated me on stage, and which is very graceful of him to do something like that, because he knows how much effort a choreographer, a technician takes, because he's also a son of a technician. I think he knows the hard work, the amount of input, the amount of, there's a vision to it. So I think he's respected that, and I have respect for him in such a big, on such a big platform to celebrate a choreographer. I think I have a lot of respect.
Bollywood need to value their choreographer.
Absolutely.
And strangely, I remember when Slumdog Millionaire won the Oscar, and I remember Danny Boyle coming on Oscar stage.
Yes, a choreographer named Longi, whose name was on that platform, and I was fighting for my name just to be on the poster. And on a platform like an Oscar award, a choreographer's name was taken. So what is it? So I think you have to have the intention.
Strangely, so you're saying even a choreographer name doesn't go on the posters?
I think out of 10 posters, our names might be on 2 or 3 of them.
It's really strange, like writers and lyricists for a long time were fighting for the due credit.
Yeah, I think it's high time the choreographers should stand up and fight. I am going to, and I think they should all fight for their rights, because it is important. They're working hard for it.
Apart from Tauba Tauba, there are many songs which are iconic that are choreographed by you. Today, would you please like to tell our viewers which are the boxes that need to be ticked in order to have that perfect dance move or the hook step that will appeal to everyone?
I think visually, when you're watching something, it needs to click in your head, in your like your soul should feel it. There is no thing कि मैंने आज एक step किया, मैं तुमको बताता हूँ ये कैसा hit होगा. ऐसा कोई formula नहीं है, because आप उसको you have to feel the soul of the film. You have to feel the soul of the mood of the song. You have to know your actor who's going to present it. It's very important. Like when we did Bang Bang, also, and there was a song called Tu Meri. We danced like the way we want to celebrate the song, right? That is what I felt, and that is what we showcased it to the actor. Like Jai Jai Shiv Shankar, again it had Hrithik and Tiger. So we had to celebrate both the actors who are fabulous dancers. How do you do that? And how do you make both of them? There's a big age group gap, you see. Hrithik has a certain aura, certain screen presence. Tiger, who's got a certain energy. how do you amalgamate and make them look like, they both are celebrating dance? So that was such an important factor. But not to make it, showcase it like, okay, now I'll show you how they dance. It's not about that. It's how they celebrate dance. That's more important.
Which are the boxes? Are you saying that, would you say?
You have a great song.
Yeah.
You have a great, the move also should be, you have to have a smile on your face when you look at the move. So that's very important. As an audience, when you're looking at where you've not seen it, when you see the step, there's a twinkle in your eye, there's and the thing is that even if you're a non-dancer, you would like to. So Tauba Tauba, in fact, it means everything that was in the box, it beat all those things. कि हमेशा कोई बोलता है कि आपके steps ना ऐसे होने चाहिए कि सब लोग कर पाए. So हम लोग ने ऐसा step किया कि वो सब लोग नहीं कर पा रहे थे, but वो कर रहे थे.
You say it should be easy to adapt.
Yeah, it should be easy. But Tauba Tauba, that move is not an easy move to adapt. So everybody still tried. The ladies were trying. At every age group, right from 60, they were all trying that move. And it was not only in India, it was globally received well.
Is there a backstory behind the following song, like Kala Chashma?
So, I think first we create a world, and then we celebrate the song when we are dancing. Like this is the floor that we keep dancing, and we keep inventing moves, and then with my team, they have certain moves that they say, okay, this. So then I'm accommodative. I feel the move and I say, okay, it looks good.
So how, is it an amalgamation of various dance?
Absolutely, various dance form. It is that kind of a vibe,
yeah.
And you create that. It just fell into place, and I remember Kareena said, I don't want to dance with the Kala Chashma. And that became, we said like, Kala Chashma, like she wanted कि काला चश्मा बोल रहे तो फिर काला चश्मा क्यों पहने? So I said काला चश्मा बोल रहे तो काला चश्मा पहनना चाहिए ताकि everybody, it becomes a mnemonic thing, and that kind of just fell into place, and they both look so ravishing. And we were celebrating the song, we were celebrating. Nitya had this thing of, she wanted this song called Kala Chashma, and I think that was bang on. She just hit that bullseye. Her dance moves were not visible in the ghagra, so Kareena changed her outfit. She made a sari that looked like like trousers, and I think it was beautifully designed. Again, it's a team effort that makes everything possible.
Is there a step from Kala Chashma that you like a lot?
I think this move where everybody just copies this move, and it is just the whole vibe of it. It's different the way. I love when Kareena does Menukala, she does this whole swing. I think it's really cool, and I love when Sid does the Punjabi dance in the end. He's cool.
So then how Galla Gudiyan, that song from Dil Dhadakne Do came?
So the idea first was it should be a one-take song.
Oh.
Yeah, it is a one-take song.
Okay.
So it is shot, if you see it again, it is shot without any cuts. Then we had, the challenge was that not all the actors are dancers. You only had 4 actors who are like seasoned dance. Then we kind of put in my team and filtered our dancers so that they could get the first guideline.
And were they prompting that this
Absolutely.
Okay.
Once the camera was not there, they were all talking, they were all putting the actors in their position, they were all putting them in their mark. So if I'm standing over here, that means you have to stand with me. So they know that that is the mark. So हमारा एक joke हुआ करता था during Dil Dhadakne Do, which in the songs, Zoya had something to tell me, and she was like, one of the actors is going too loud, and it's not looking like a part of my film. So now how do we tell the actor that it's loud, and because an actor is basically, he's like a child. He's like in the moment, he wants to do everything that he thinks is best. So I came up with this lingo of multi-screen and single screen. So multi-screen, that means थोड़ा tone down करते actor, और single screen means फाड़ के करते. So that became my lingo. So जब भी we had to tell an actor say sir multi, तो वो उनको समझ में आता था थोड़ा tone down करो, and single screen means फाड़ दो.
And तूने Mari Entriyaan, what's the backstory?
The तूने Mari Entriyaan, I think with Ali, the idea was to celebrate the song in Calcutta, celebrate 2 boys who are in love with this one lady love of theirs, and how they kind of, the heart came into the picture, that the shirt should have a big heart, they're celebrating, dancing, the whole brother bonding thing coming across, the girl flirting, certain areas like, add color to their life. So we went into this dye, I think in Calcutta, they celebrate whoever is like really rich gets a big fish or something. So we got the fish into play. Everything had, and there was a certain move that we did, so that it became easy, and then tongue. So we caught all those nuances, and just they just fell right in place where the song was there.
So then how does this work? Do you bring down your own idea, or is it always like suggested by a filmmaker?
Sometimes a maker brings the concept and the world, and sometimes we make the world. Sometimes the actor has a flow, and sometimes the story dictates what the sequence is. Like there was a song called Ye Tara Wo Tara, which we had done from Swades.
So this, yeah.
Yeah, so the story dictated the situation. The director had a certain concept in mind, and how to execute it was our journey. There was a sequence where there was a music piece where Ashu wanted like a cool shot of people playing with water and people flashing water and having that celebrate, like the kids kind of celebrate that. And then we kind of firstly the move was executed, I mean as in what move will look cool, and that is what we did. The second was when there's a division. The screen divides people. That there is certain certain community was on this side, and a certain range like the rich was on this side. So the screen was the division. So once the kids dropped the screen, the partition got
on which the film was shown.
Where the film was shown. So the minute that screen dropped, it became an equal thing, and then the kids kind of celebrated everybody. So that was something that we brought into the picture. And
were there input that also came from Shah Rukh?
Absolutely, because that energy, the word, because for his conviction to be in the song and to play that part is very important. Because
this was shot where?
In Y. It was shot in
the night.
Yeah, it was shot. We shot it for 9 nights. I remember, and just 9 long nights. And but it was a pleasurable experience, because that was what time means we had a great and a big song to shoot, and in the start of our career, so it really made a lot of difference.
Must have been fun, because Shah Rukh Khan is a night person.
Absolutely fun, because what energy, and to work with him, and even Bachchan Saab, to work with them, there is a certain energy that they emulate, and it's very infectious. It just runs in the entire team, right from the people who are holding the lights. Also, they need that kind of energy at that hour, no? So they bring that energy. They're all, even if they're holding lights, they are celebrating the dance, right? So वो बहुत important है. Otherwise थकान मालूम पड़ जाएगा आपको.
But is Shah Rukh Khan more a night person, or he like to shoot early in the morning?
Yeah, he's a person who just works. So whether it is night or morning, उनका जो beauty है वो काम करते हैं, और he's such an honest, and he's responsible for the audience. So he knows the responsibility, and he gives it his best.
So then, what is the most challenging part of shooting or choreographing a song which will be shot outdoors?
Outdoors.
And does things go as per plan always?
Not at all. I think during Chumeja Pathan, we planned for the songs to be shot in 4 days. And then one day it rained. It was just the rain. We actually started shooting at 4:30 in the evening. But the kind of energy with Shah Rukh Khan and Deepika, I think वो पूरे दिन का काम ना उन लोग ने वो 2 घंटे में निकाल दिया. So that kind of energy, and they were so hands on. They know that what needs to be done. But eventually we had only so much time, because that was the budget, because everything goes for a toss. The whole tickets are booked, hotels are booked. You can't can't have the.
Outside India.
We were shooting in Spain. So the locations are marked, and when you go over there, the locations are marked on a particular day, and then you know that these are the permissions required. So if you miss that day, you lose that day. So all these things are pressure, and all these things need to be executed in a certain time, and that responsibility is given to a choreographer. because nobody takes that. A choreographer said, "आप खत्म कर दोगे ना, आप गाना खत्म कर दोगे ना." Because nobody tells the DOP or the production designer कि आज खत्म हो जाएगा ना.
वो इतना प्रेशर होता है.
वो choreographer पे ही आता है ना कि
आज खत्म करना ही है.
आज खत्म करना ही है. So कौन करेगा खत्म? Choreographer ही खत्म करेगा ना. So that pressure is all on you.
Then staying with Shah Rukh Khan, you actually have worked with him on Swadesh, and then जब Harry Met Sejal, Zero and Pathaan, and also another film. I think there was another film, Rais also. Yeah. So then how does it work? How much time does he give or spend for the rehearsals?
Whenever he knows that this is a dancing song, then he'll remove. Like for Pathaan, for the hard work, and he's such a superstar. It's not ऐसे ही नहीं बनते superstars, because he would finish the shoot, then come by 10:30, 11, rehearse till 1:30, then go back to shoot the next day, come back again, because he knows that that's the only time that he had because of his schedules, and you're in Spain, and then we had to rehearse with him. So at 10:30 also he's as fresh as in the morning when he's coming. So he just brings in that personality, brings in the energy, and that uplifts you. You also feel that you have to give him the best, because you can't let him down.
So you're saying every day, every night he used to come for 3 hours,
3-4 hours. He used to rehearse. He used to make himself available to the choreography team, and then discuss and rejoice this whole thing. It's not like आज मुझे, he wouldn't come like, oh मुझे आज dance करना है, ऐसा नहीं होता. He would come with the energy as चलो let's learn this step, let's see, and he would never tell you to change the step. He would always make sure that he would do the step, and then you take a choice you take that call whether it looks good on him or no.
So then the other Khan I want to talk to you about is Aamir Khan, with whom you worked on Dangal. How
Dhaakad.
different?
Dhaakad, I remember, yeah.
So then how different is the process of Aamir to Shah Rukh Khan?
It's almost the same. With
Dhaakad, he's a perfectionist, so does it take a lot of time?
He loves to rehearse. He wants about a month to rehearse. I remember he had called me at about 12 at night, and he said, there is this song, just come to Preetham's studio. And when I went him, I saw like a fat, Aamir Khan. When I say, like a very full grown Aamir Khan. And then I was like shocked to see him. And he said, yeah, this is the song we will shoot after 1 year. So that was his prep, because the idea was...
For 1 year he practiced, you saying?
No. So he had to lose weight, right?
Yeah.
So that song was a promotional song. So he wanted to be the Aamir Khan. He didn't want to be the character of the film. That time he was a character of the film. But then he wanted to be Aamir Khan, who's celebrating this song. So we actually spent time designing it for a year, and then we shot it after a year. And then you see the result that he's come in. He also sang the song, Dhaakad. So I think that journey itself is such a celebratory journey. It's a story.
But then just start talking about a story. Aamir Khan is known as this perfectionist Khan. Does he tell you कि आप इसके बाद कोई changes मत करना?
नहीं ऐसा नहीं करते. But obviously जब आप थोड़ा challenge करते हो, an actor का ego भी hurt करते हो, तो he accepts that, because the quality of that actor, he accepts it, and he does take that challenge up. Or sometimes you have to maneuver and make your way through. You have to tell your story also, and you have to also abide with the actors, sometimes their shortcomings.
Khan's की बात हो रही है, तो let's talk about Salman Khan. You of course have worked with him.
Partner, Salam-e-Ishq, it was such a pleasurable experience, and I think that's the best work that I've done with him. And he's also celebrated dancing. He's always celebrated dancing at that level, and the whole nation dances with him when he's dancing. And we've been very lucky to have that kind of opportunity to work with Salman bhai. And I think those songs were epic songs, like Tenu Leke, Do You Want a Partner, You're My Love. These are epic songs. They're eternal. You can play them at any point of time, and they're celebrated.
How much time he took to
with Salman bhai? I think
a lot of time.
Not really. He also was, like Shah Rukh bhai, who used to come, and he used to love dancing. I think the energy and the soul that it's a dancing. He knows the responsibility when he's dancing. He knows how much of that impact will come to the
nation. I heard in one of your interviews he did like. How many takes he did for
There was one for a partner. There was a song called Maria Maria, where we took 27 takes. And then in that heat, he was dancing, and then I said, okay, should I say okay to the second, third take? He said, no, till the time you're not happy, you make me keep, I'll keep doing it. The minute you're happy, let me know.
What about Hrithik? You're of course working with him again for work too.
Yeah. So Hrithik is our lucky mascot. That we've our first song, which was Rin Poshmal, was with him, and I think from there was no looking back. But
This
we
was
kind
Mission
of
Kashmir.
Yeah, for Mission Kashmir. This was like I think 25 years ago, and where Vinod Chopra and Pradeep Sarkar did spot us and gave us that opportunity. And I think that whole journey of working with Hrithik and creating some great dance moves for the last 5 or 10 years, I think right from Bang Bang to War to Fighter, we've got some exceptional songs with him, and he is a perfectionist. He's very sensitive when it comes to, and he's also there are stories where the doctor actually told him that he can't dance, he can't walk, so forget dancing. And for him to fight and come back to this kind of caliber and then dance, I think it's a great achievement for a human in terms of, and celebrated as a performer, as a dancer, for and he's also an action hero and such a good looking man with all these aspects that he puts himself into and challenges. At 50 he gives you that body, and which is unachievable by any. So the commitment that he has for his craft is unbelievable. I think the way he's performed for Tu Meri and Bang Bang was exceptional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What he did special
His dance moves are absolutely celebratory. You see how he celebrates the dance and owns. So when you give him a step, the ownership that he has is unbelievable.
Who's better, Hrithik or Tiger? Who's a better dancer?
I think there is Tiger looks up to Hrithik, and there is nothing as better. You can't if it is Justin Timberlake and it is Chris Brown, so you can't define who's better. They have their own style, they have their own personality, they have their own aura. So to celebrate that is a great journey.
How challenging was it for you to work on the song Mauja, because Shahid and Kareena had a breakup, they were seeing each other for a long time, and this was a promotional song. Was it challenging? How you shot that song?
Since they are such exceptional actors, and they are such committed actors, and they are such committed humans to their craft, I think we never felt that. I didn't feel that there was some tension between their relationship. Or they just came, and you see how they performed it. It never shows that they had certain things going on in their life. So that was their personal life, and which I'm nobody to comment on. But when they came on set, they were like fire. They just, and that is the beauty of it. Like Mauja, they celebrated the dance, they celebrated their relation, they celebrated everything about and the fun that they had it shows on the screen.
But were they awkward? Were they talking?
Not at all, absolutely.
Were they talking to each other off the camera?
Absolutely, they were talking very calm, very composed, very loving towards the craft, very loving towards the crew. Nothing like, somebody was edgy or somebody was, it was beautiful.
You of course have worked with many actors. Is there an actor that you think has a bit, who dances bit like you?
That's a good one. I think Shahid, and I love to watch Ranbir Kapoor, because I think he's one of there's a joy to watch him dance. So Shahid for sure. I don't know, Hrithik has this vibe of mine where, but because of his structure, his body, his long limbs, it looks different on him. So I can't say that it is my creation, that he owns the move. And I'm sure during You're My Love, the vibe that I gave Salman Bhai, and the way he owned it and the way he did that whole vibe, I think he's wearing my hat also in one of the songs. Not one of the songs, in You're My Love. So there's a nice leather beret that he's wearing, and there's too much swag that he had carried.
How dedicated then is Ranbir Kapoor when it comes to
It's
dancing?
too good. We've seen him rehearse over here. Tu Jhoti Main Makkar, the title track was done over here. And his commitment towards dancing, it's unbelievable.
In your this 30-year-long journey, has there been songs that were sort of inspired by a song from Hollywood or from another song?
I can't mark any of them. I can't.
Like doffing your hat, kind of like where you're giving a tribute to another actor or to another artist.
Maybe Bang Bang must be celebrating Michael Jackson. That's one of the things that we remember. And like if they do some remixes like Tamma Tamma, which we did with Alia Bhatt and Varun Dhawan, we celebrated that for Sarojji and Datsab and Madhuri. So these are little moments, but not something that we've just. I don't know whether we've picked some or got inspired. Must be, but I really can't recollect because about 500, 600, 700 songs. मुझे नहीं मालूम कौन सा वाला is भी नहीं है, but every song that comes to me is my first song.
So then, which are some of the directors who give a lot of importance to the choreography?
Siddharth Anand, most Imtiaz Ali, more story. But yeah, Sid gives a lot of emphasis to the sound, to the dance. And he in fact sits and curates that whole thing. Imtiaz, the beauty of it, he weaves the story around the dance, or the dance is a part of his story. So like when we were doing Nagada, he had a story about this guy who will come and sing. And I had a story about once he starts singing, there will be a band. And he says, sir, ये कहाँ से आ जाएंगे band? So I said, उसका टेंशन मत लो सर. नहीं, बड़ी फिल्म है. So वो आ जाएंगे. So that was our. So whenever you talk to Imtiaz, then please tell him, sir, बड़ी फिल्म है. He'll know it's from me. So, but that was the thought that, and see, every director, he's giving birth to a child. The film is his child, right? He needs to make sure that every level पे इसको अच्छी तरह उसको उसकी growth अच्छी तरह हो जाए. And that is what we come into. So like if the action is done, the song is done, the writing is done, the screenplay is done, then the choreographer comes in. So at it's like college ना, school में ये class हो गया, second आप आगे बढ़े, फिर college में आए, college में कैसा. So you nurture this to the extent where now you get to see the whole product. Like this guy who is coming, the film, that is a star. So that has to be appreciated.
Bosco, how do you see your journey? You've been working from last 30 years. You of course started as a backup dancer with Lollipop and
no, with Farah ma'am. We never
Farah
danced with Lollipop. With Farah ma'am, our 36th Filmfare Award was our first exposure to that magnitude of her. Then with Javed Jafri, then the next opportunity was Shan and Sagarika, that we got to do some shows. Then Rageshwari, and then Vidhu Vinod Chopra. With Pradeep Sarkar gave us that break. So I'm not saying that it was an easy journey, but with the blessings of the Almighty, I think it became a fruitful journey. It became a journey to experience. So that was very important for us to. We never were let down by anybody. We were always challenged by people, and that helped us to grow.
But for a long time, the world used to think that Bosco Scissor are brothers, and they're one person. Some of them.
Yeah, they all thought that they were
but
one.
Why you decided to part
I think
ways?
it was like every relationship has its own period, and every relationship grows in a certain way. And the beauty of it is we still celebrate our work. We still celebrate our awards as it is ours. And that's how it is. We were friends before we became choreographers. We were sportsmen before we became dancers. And that is what, once you have that kind of sports in your life, that kind of personality, that kind of development, I think it reflects in, you know how to lose, you know how to win, you know how to fight to win.
Are you still friends with
So,
Scissor?
yeah, absolutely. We still love each other's space, we love each other's work, and we are also critical about each other's work. So that's the beauty of it.
Now you turned director. You made your directorial debut with the film Rocket Gang, which released in the year 2022. How was the whole experience for you, Bosco?
Fabulous experience. I remember we were having a party. We did everything, and we were supposed to shoot in 2020, March on 18th, and 14th we were celebrating over here, and on the 16th we realized that there is something called COVID-19 that's coming. It's a corona virus that has been hit, and we didn't take that very seriously. We had a set which was erected, which was a massive set, and we couldn't shoot that, and we had to give up on that set. It was an outdoor set. We were like 80-90 lakhs down by the time because this virus just hit us in such a way that it don't not only hit us, it hit the entire world, and we had to let go of that. But with the Almighty's, power, and it gave us so much energy that we had to bring everything together. We had kids in our film. There was no vaccination for kids. There was a lot of protocols that had to be, but we still had to make the film. So my team that came together to execute that, that itself is a story. Actually, it's a journey. I can write a book, and there are emotions in that. There's so much hard work. There's so much dedication. There was so much love to make this film. Whatever the fate of the film is, I think we did a fantastic job, and I think we are really proud of what we have done. And it was an impossible journey to bring everybody together, but still we all created this, and hats off to my team who just supported me and my vision and created this for what I wanted it to be. And everybody, even the entire community, the whole fraternity came to support me, and they celebrated me and the film.
And finally, what next? When are we going to see Bosco directing another film?
Soon, I think we are working on it. Soon we will have something coming along. I'm not, I would love to make another film, but I'm not desperate to make another film, because this journey it again has to be eventful, it again has to be celebrated, and songs is something that they keep coming to me. I have to choose the songs that I want to do, and the film that I want to do, I will choose that. So whenever that hits me, I will do it.
Well, thank you so much first.
Lovely, thank you so much.
Taking time out inside your studio and talking to us.
Thank you. Lovely talking to you.